What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So I got another Reddit story. A wife cheated on me with a football coach's son. And this was, I think, over a weekend trip, but here we go. So yeah, let's read this. So here we are. We're both 35, 8 years together, got a 6 year old son. Okay, so now she went to a summer camp with her son and her mom and got into an affair with my son's coach. Holy. She messaged him in WhatsApp and they went out drinking and ended up in his room. I found it on her laptop when she left it open. I rarely do, but something was off. When she returned, she began smoking and acting strange. And here's the thing, we didn't have a good relationship some months without sex, even, mostly due to her aggressive behavior at home. She was going berserker all the time for the smallest reason, like she couldn't find her keys, and now she's shouting and swearing and intimidating our kid on me. She liked to insult me, my income, even though it's a great for our city and we have a great car and vacations. A lot of mess for no reason. She allowed herself spitting in my face and sometimes punching. In response, I would go to my room and try to calm down, scrolling webs, sleeping separately. And she says that was the reason she cheated. Ooh, like I'm cold and abusive. But I just try to survive all the S she does to me. She also spied on my phone all the time, but I never flirted with anyone. Sometimes we had good weekends with our kid, and my memory works like eraser for all the S that she did. I mostly remember rare good moments, some great vacations too. Holy moly. In 5 days, she moves out to a new flat nearby so our son doesn't have to switch schools. Surprisingly, we have great sex now every day, and we are thinking about keeping it. She dropped her mask of anger she had on for 5 years, but it's too late. We are hugging. I really love her for giving birth to my son. Okay. She was begging me to keep the marriage, but she doesn't even want to show her current state of chat with this dude. I think she's still emotionally attached to him. We're thinking about taking a few months later separate life and divorce. Yes, I think divorce is a must in this situation. She did this. Uh, she did this by choice, by cheating. Maybe there is the smallest chance for a reunion without her rage, with me being emotionally absent. Okay. I should give myself time to heal, and I'm not sure she's the right type of person for me. Yeah. Probably my attachment to her is more like trauma and sex based. My perfect scenario is we get rid of each other and put more effort in our son. We agreed on staying, you know, FWB for the nearest time, and I'm not sure if it's a great idea. Yeah. But it helps to get through instead of alcohol. Right now, I have no energy for Tinder or anything like this. It's only 8 days since I found out, and I'm still dazed. 3 or 4 days was a nightmare. The first thing, imagining my wife getting naked in front of some dude. The first night, I threw up. Strong, stay strong, guys. Any advice? Appreciated. So let's see here. Let's see, every single study, piece of data, and testimony in family critical court shows that assault is never completely visited on this partner. At some points, the child becomes a victim, whether emotionally or physically. Immediately stop the FWB. Yep, stop this FD and get tested. Divorce with the provisional with the STBX is mandated. Counseling is a part of custody. Stop living in your hopes and your temporary high and protect yourself and family. And of course, yeah, this guy says at some point, child's going to become a victim. and she's going berserker all the time for the smallest reason, yeah, it's already been happening. Yeah, all through, I have a feeling, yeah, the guy never realized this. And furthermore, when a parent cheats, it isn't only a betrayal of the partner, it's also deliberate, enthusiastic betrayal of the child as well. This kind of betrayal is tantamount to abuse by default. Then she already abused her kid as well as too. Yeah, this is like the only way right now. It's not about, you, it's about your child. Your poor child. Yep, example abusive relation being shown. Hopefully, both of you have the courage to leave each other and be great co parents and stop the abuse of the poor child suffering. And I agree, sometimes I cried after seeing him write her shouting and throwing things, but she never cared about this, even though she's a good mother or in some aspects like health. And I'm going to finish it right here and give my 2 cents. You should have called the law in the instance where she spit and assaulted. If you had marks, she would have been arrested. She had issues here, buddy. As others stated, you need to stop this crap and move forward. She is your abuser here. It's not mainly to admit that you're a man, you're abused by a woman, but there are females who do abuse. She needs therapy. Your son is young now, and how will she treat him when he's in his teens? Or he's going to be much bigger and probably start knocking his mom out. That's going to be a sad stuff. Good mother, no. She showed him abuse. This is bad and negates all the good she have done. Get your son in therapy. Get him a peaceful, loving home with you in the future after therapy for you to find someone not like her. Good luck. So here's the thing. Yeah, it's a done deal. It's a done deal with the wife. Abusive, and it's not, again, it's not about you as the husband, you know, or you could sit there and go, she's a good mother. No, you got to get your son out of there and get full custody of the son. And more likely, I think the son's probably going to want to live with you, so you don't have to pay her no alimony, no child support, not alimony. I don't know what state you're in, but I would say get the heck out of there. Next time, record what she does. If she did do these are, of course, this is Reddit, it's alleged. But if she did punch you and spit you on your face, get the evidence. And I know this is because usually when women would lie and say, "Oh, I've been abused by my husband," I know this thing like believe all women thing there. Nah. Sooner or later, yeah, even now these days, we have to kind of like think twice now, because now when I hear like a domestic violence story, I have to sit there and go, okay, what happened? Because majority of it is now women. It's not mostly men. So I have to like sit there, like if sometimes even if a female tells me like, yeah, this guy's abusive and he's this and he's that, I have to like, huh? I have to like talk to, the other guy, which sometimes I never do. And then, of course, the female will be like, yeah, but he's so abusive. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I've heard this like same story again. So, yeah, just get your son in a safe place. That's all I can say. And I'm sorry, yeah, she cheated on you. But I think this is the best right now. Again, it's about your kids, not about you and that trying to mend that relationship. The kid needs to get safe. The kid needs some peace. And there you go. All right. So if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe. And I'll see you in my next video.